Let's go. Dude, we're back. We're back. Bugle 6 is back. Booyah. Let's go. So episode or issue 30 of the Bugle 6 here with my boy, House of Collectibles, Mr. Flavio himself. Room's looking good on both ends. We just gotta, you know, elephant in the room before anybody else thinks it. We gotta fill some stuff up, and we're working on that. We got figures to unbox. We got stuff to do already, and we're both in the process of fixing up our collection room, and it has been fun. Hell, all the above.
Yes, facts.
You know what I mean? So I got like a variety of shells here. I got the new monos in. The main reason why I bought the monos was in order to fit. Hold up. This bad boy.
What, the 21 inches?
Yeah, buddy. This thing is longer than my newborn baby.
Damn. Crazy to think about.
It is, man. And I'm gonna do an unboxing of that bad boy. Came in. Thank you to Hawk Wars Toys. Came in today. And looking forward to opening that, man. It's been a long wait for that. I've been very excited. I love the game. As soon as they announced it, I think Wolfpack Wednesday was going on when they announced that figure, and we stayed on a little longer or something. And man, I was pumped. I was like, oh, they're gonna do Kraven too, and they never did. But you know, this is the Venom that I want. This is the Venom that excites me the most out of, I mean, Tom Hardy's Venom does, because I actually was somewhat of a fan of those movies, for what they were, at least. Yes, I wish Spider-Man was in it, but I get it. And that to the side, I thought they were fun. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like top-notch movies, but they're fun. Just like a lot of 90s movies were in the past. You know, a lot of 90s movies were just fun. Like, you know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to opening this. It's massive. Looking forward to posing them, seeing what I can do with them.
Definitely enjoy that, bro. Like,
yeah.
Because if he's anything like a Venom figure already, but just on a bigger scale, it's just gonna be
Yep.
like crazy, you know, because like that's how I felt with Carnage.
Yeah, yeah, dude, and you know, that's the thing with Carnage and Venom. There's smells, right? Like you open up that box.
That.
Yeah,
Man.
I can only imagine what this one's gonna be like. If you want to come over and get some of them fumes, bro, like come on over to Wisconsin, the Midwest. Okay, we can we can open that bad boy together.
Dude, you needed a rock tag right there.
Right.
If you smell.
If you smell. Oh man. Yeah, just a lot of news, man. We have Mondo news. We're probably not going to talk about it, but we'll say a little something about it now. That Wolverine that's coming out from Mondo, the biggest thing that catches my eye on that is that Mondo is finally doing some kick-ass bases. Right? That's the first, at least the first Mondo figure that I'm aware of that actually has a legit like dioramic, whatever base, instead of just like a really cheap black thing that, you know, holds onto the figure. This thing is like legit. And I know Mondo live streams and like everyone has been talking about how we are you know, working on bases and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see them actually pull that off, and I'm looking forward to seeing that in person. Whether or not I get the figure, I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to that Spider-Man line from Mondo. But yeah, man, what's been going on in your neck of the woods? I'm talking about myself over here.
Not much. Not much. Didn't do much today. I went to one of my little cousin's basketball games, and
Okay.
you know, chilled, and that's about it.
Your
Came
cousin
back
win?
home. Yeah, they actually did, and their next game is tomorrow. They're in the playoffs right now, and they won. So, and they were like the underdogs. So
nice.
Yeah, it was
nice.
Really cool. It got a little nasty in there today, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, well, you know, so I was just perplexed about what happened today, man. Like, yeah, bro, because, you know, just to be quick about it, but
it's because everybody saw Venus last night.
I guess, maybe. But the one coach, the other team, his son was on the team, and he like had like a real anger issue, and you know, the kid that was D'ing him up, he was like real young. He's actually like in a grade under the age that he's playing with right now.
Okay.
And he's really small, and the kid, like, you know, was getting all nasty in his face and like fouling him crazy, and like, you know, the parents were like, oh no, like, you know, he can't do that, and it got crazy, and yeah.
Oh man. Today, man, it's always fun to see like parents interact and the refs trying to be like, calm down, you know. Like,
yeah.
It's just like, oh man, it's fun stuff. But yeah, guys, I know this is not our first episode of the Beagle 6 on a Saturday. I think this is our second episode on a Saturday. I think we tested it before the big hiatus. Took a hiatus because I got a newborn baby. Got a, you know, working and a lot of other stuff in the world going on. So for me at least, and so I just needed some time to focus on the weeknights. And I thought moving to Saturday would be best for me, so I don't have to worry about waking up in the middle of the night with a newborn baby. And it's kind of nice too because it's earlier. It helps out Flavio on the East Coast, so he's not up until 2 a.m. And you know, it helps me out too, so I'm not doing all these weeknight shows and tired myself. And you know, Saturday night, let's go. So I'm sure it's going to take a little bit, you know, to up those viewer counts a little bit. But in the near future, I'm sure people will start catching up and coming hanging out with us Saturday nights. But yeah,
the boys.
Yeah, with the boys. So guys, I got these monos, and I got these monos to fit this Venom that I just showed you guys at the beginning of the show. And I'm really excited for it. I was able to fit some Lego stuff in there, some of my favorite Lego pieces. I got Lego everywhere in my house, pretty much.
That's dope.
And then I got a few figures that I need to put in here. And then I got some figures coming that I'm putting here. And then I have another DTOF right here that's got my Lightyear, my RoboCop, and some other stuff. So it's coming along. It is coming along. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to this month of March alone. Okay. We got Daredevil that we're going to be talking about. Okay. And that I like how they have that same it's going to come with that same kind of feel that Netflix gave us, and I'm really excited for that. At least that's what I'm hearing, and it's good to get Daredevil back. And since Daredevil's coming, probably gonna get some figures, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But we have a new segment as well, a new segment coming along. As you guys can see, it's being promoted up on top of my head right there. Choose to collect. Okay, whether you're having a bad day, whether you're having a good day, whether you just want to freaking buy something, whether you want to add to your collection, lost your girlfriend, lost your job, choose to collect, right? You know what I mean? Got a promotion, all positive vibes, choose to collect too, because now you're celebrating, right? Get your mind off of it, celebrate with it, do whatever. And I got a poll down in the comment section, guys. If you're popping in, make sure to vote why you choose to collect. And I'll explain more of what that segment is about when the time comes. But until then, let's go ahead and thank everybody in the Brickyard. We'll start with that. We have about 17 members in the Brickyard. I just want to say thank you to all of you who are part of that. You guys, now it's been a little slow lately. I haven't even put a video up in a long time because of the newborn baby and everything else going on. So, but we're back. We're back at it. I'm going to be putting up some content here soon, and we're going to start doing some, Brickyard content. We got some polls. You get some fun emojis. And I'm going to update some of that stuff too here for the Choose to Collect segment. But yeah, thank you guys for being part of the Brickyard. It means a lot. And I think we got the best community in the business for sure. Let's go ahead and say hi to the chat before we move on. We got Valkyrie Magnus always here. I want to say he's first a lot too. Okay, we got Valkyrie Magnus, member of the Brickyard, saying first, welcome back, Brick Artemis. Yes, welcome back to Flavio as well. And just having the Bugle 6, this makes me excited, man. I've been looking forward to the weekend because of this show. Evening Collectors, Blurred Dad Life, thank you for being here. So good to see you. We got Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, guys? What is up? We got Field of Burn. What's up, folks? Field of Burn in the house. I asked him for a quick video for the new segment, and that guy was on it within 10 minutes. And I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Going to get him on the show in the next couple of episodes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see here. We got Clinton Martin in the house. Howdy, folks. Howdy, Clinton Martin, saying congrats to me. I'm sure it's about, I don't know. It might be about the venom. You think it's about the venom or the baby?
I think it's about the baby.
Okay, because this is my baby too right here. Okay. I was okay. Just so you know, I was trying so hard to talk my wife into naming him like Eddie or Brock or like Parker for like Peter Parker, or like
This guy.
Like I even
Did
tried
it work?
I even tried Murdoch, and it sounded like murder, so she didn't want that. Because Matt Murdock for Daredevil, so like I was trying to get some superhero stuff in there. She wasn't having it. There was another one I tried too. I can't recall. Oh, Miles. I even tried Miles. She's like, nope. So it's all good. It's all good.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Valkyrie saying what's up to Flavio. Let's see. All right. Oh, all right. Clinton Martin saying I collect because I can. We all have hobbies. This just happens to be mine. All right. That's pretty much mine too. That's it.
Yep.
Man.
Makes sense.
So we got 11 in the house, everybody. Make sure to hit that like before you leave. And as you come in. Let's see. The Venom. The Venom. He's talking about the Venom. Bigger than the baby. Yes, it's bigger. The baby came in at 19 inches. This Venom is almost 21. So it's pretty intense. I kind of want to do a size comparison, but I don't want to really know if my wife will let me put my baby on Instagram. So but that would be a funny, like no one's doing size comparisons to babies with hot toys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what did you end up naming him? We ended up naming him Beckham. So we have all three boy names I have three boys, and all three start with a B. I got Braddock, Baker, and Beckham. So you know, it took me a minute to like get used to Beckham, but now it's like it flows in my mind. You know how like sometimes you hear a name, you're like, what? You know, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of times you know Beckham as like a last name, you know,
Right.
like David Beckham or Odell Beckham or
Right.
whatever
Right.
else. But yeah, Beckham. So caught that kid, that baby one-handed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah! You
We
know what I'm
got the movie
saying?
Cannon in the house. Man, he's a Brickyard member and saying hello, collectors. He is also a great moderator. Thank you for being here, sir. Let's see here. Hello, collectors, and B Dyson in the house as well. Like I've always loved that Terminator picture.
Yeah.
Clinton Martin saying, nice, no girls. Does your wife's name start with a B as well? No, her name starts with a H. My name starts with a R, but I am Brick. That's cool. I mean,
There you go.
so that was not planned. And the first two boys weren't planned for B names either. But because we did that, we're like, okay, well, now we have to have this one be a B, or else this kid's gonna think he's like, left out or something. So all right. This guy saying, hey, Robert. Oh, Jazzy in the house. Yo, grats on the baby. I appreciate that. It's been hard because I haven't been able to be on the Wolfpack as much. And I know, Flavio, you were on the Wolfpack. Let me get some music in here real quick. I feel like it's so quiet, right? It's quiet.
Yeah.
It's quiet. Let me get it going. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this one. Maybe not. Do you hear it?
I hear it.
Oh, you do? I don't hear anything. Okay. Is it too loud?
It's pretty loud, I guess.
How about that?
Oh, you could have turned it up a bit.
Oh, you said it was loud.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Okay, let me know in the chat if that's good. I can't hear the music for some reason. So, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. But, oh, yeah, Wolfpack. I haven't been able to be on Wolfpack because it's like weeknights. And I'm afraid if I'm on Wolfpack until like 11:30 my time, and then we talk for like 30 minutes to an hour, out like after the show, and I go to bed, and then my newborn wakes up at like an hour later, I'm not going to be able to handle that. So I got to like give it some time. And yeah, so it's tough, which is why, again, we're doing this. One of the reasons why we're doing Saturday.
Clinton says turn it up to.
Turn it up to. Okay, I'll turn it up to. How's that? I don't want too loud. We're gonna leave it there. If somebody says something, and then we'll turn it down. But we got 15 in the house, guys. We're stacking up. New time, new day, and it's been what, a month?
Yep.
Right. So it's been a while, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being excited. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about a few figures. We're going to talk about Daredevil. We are also going to talk about our thoughts on your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of the year of 2025 and what we expect to happen with all this new stuff coming, such as Daredevil. So let's go ahead and get started with our first topic. And that is, let's talk about this here Venom here, Flavio. Now, this is Agent Venom. Do you know anything about Agent Venom?
Yeah.
What do you know? What do you know about Agent Venom here?
That he's Flash Thompson.
Yeah.
And that he's
an agent.
Yeah, he had an accident in Iraq and lost his legs. Yep. And then at that point, the government had control of the symbiote. They had taken it from Eddie Brock, and they used it to bring him back to life, so to speak, and give him purpose. And he became Agent Venom. And he has a lot of different comic book runs with a ton of different Marvel characters, with a lot of them being figures that they've already made. And I think that it's a cool figure. I don't know if it's something that I'm gonna go out and buy right away,
sure,
or ever. I don't know. It just depends on how I want, you know, it to fit in the collection. But it looks sick. I love the, you know, all the different little arms that are holding all the guns and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
his body, like his big shoulder armor and his chest armor with the symbol there. He's sick. So
Dang. Yeah,
he's a cool figure.
he reminds me a lot of Deadpool, but Venom. I know the body's
Yeah.
probably a little thicker, but like reminds me of like a Deadpool figure because one, the mask, right? Like,
Right.
you know, and then the weapons that he has. But I think this is pretty sick. Like as Clinton Martin says, the Agent Venom is dope as this looks great. So I want this figure. I plan on getting this figure. I think he looks really good. However, I will say by saying that if we get some like really, you know, kick-ass figures announcements within the next like few months, this might, because around that time that this releases, right? Which is not a few months, but what I'm saying is like any figure that's really announced within the next few months are probably like, I don't know, 80% of those figures are probably going to be like a random number there, but they're going to be around the same time that's released. So something's going to have to come off on the chopping block, and this might be that. But it is something that I would like to have in the collection. Just because, I mean, Spider-Man is like my number one thing / Marvel. And then it's probably, I need more DC. I need more DC and I need more Star Wars. But, this year is supposed to be my DC year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be like my time where I go and I get Batman figures and you know, the new Superman movies coming out. And just, I've been thinking about getting that Jack Nicholson.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But this is cool, man, because you get these little like arm extensions, like you somewhat do with you know, Venom, that he gets all those. But like, do you think that there is an opportunity for Agent Venom in the MCU?
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like, I was so taken back when I seen this announcement, because I was like, it's kind of funny that they did that, because a lot of the figures that they have made, he's had a lot of comic book runs with them. He's even had a comic book run in Secret Wars as well. So that's like another thing that's coming up. So it could be possible. I don't know if it really would happen. But yeah, it's always a possibility, right? Maybe like another Sony spin-off movie, but it's Agent Venom.
Yeah.
And you know,
I hope it's not a Sony spin-off. I hope it's
not a Sony spin-off, but like another Sony movie, and it's not you know, Tom Hardy, but it's somebody else that's playing Agent Venom, and it's
it would be hard. It would be hard to see Agent Venom be the Venom for the MCU though. Like if we only had one, it would be cool because they could do a lot with it. Like they could have a good backstory, you know, they could do a lot with this, but it wouldn't like, I think everybody wants to see that symbiote suit, Spidey suit first, right? And then they want to see that kind of order of operation. See, what I was thinking, now that Venom 3 has been out, I could say this live, but what I was thinking was that, look, I know the Sony stuff is done, but it doesn't mean that these characters are completely done. I think a lot of them are, but I still do think that it is possibility that we see, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's a possibility that we might see, you know, Tom Hardy come back as Eddie Brock, at least in one of these, you know, Secret Wars, Doomsday, whatever movies, right?
Right.
Whether or not he makes a huge appearance, I don't know. But what I was wanting was that Tom Hardy, you know, made it back to New York City, okay, and somehow the symbiote makes it to New York City as well, finds Peter Parker, and then that's what starts the whole thing. Venom does not remember Eddie Brock,
right?
Okay, but then once Tom Holland, once Peter Parker rips the suit off, right, and then it falls on Eddie Brock, then all of a sudden Venom remembers him, and like the memories come back, like as it goes forward. At first, it's like vicious and whatnot, but then all of a sudden, like they start to remember each other. Or Eddie Brock will always remember him, but like, you know, just something like that. I just thought that would be really cool. It'd be really cool to get a Kraven's Last Hunt story. But I think Spider-Man 4 just needs to focus on like look, we're getting a Daredevil show, and which we've had before, obviously, but like it's coming back, and I think it'd be really cool to see Kingpin in Spider-Man 4, and then have like you know, some like another kind of city level villain, right? Like a Scorpion or something like that. But yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to seeing what Marvel does with this Daredevil. I know that Spider-Man's not going to be in Daredevil. There was like a statement that was put out, but then again, sometimes when they do these statements, they do that to shock you. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, cool figure. Most likely getting this, not a day one pre-order. Flavio, you're like 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going for this, but we'll see.
Do you like the texture of these Venoms?
Yeah, I do. I think it's cool. I mean, I think the flow and the movement to the armor and like the skin or whatever it is on any of the Venom figures that they've done, I think it's good because, you know, the symbiote is alive, like it's moving all over the host. So
yeah, it's cool.
Think it makes sense.
Cool. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Clinton likes it. He's also saying someone said that he can only use the symbiote for like 48 hours at a time, or else it starts to take over. Do you think they do the white agent anti-venom like they did with the video game series?
So to answer that, that's pretty much like true though too, because there's like a comic book run too where, you know, Agent Venom is, I don't know who he was like fighting or, you know, trying to stop with the government, but he got so enraged that like it turned into Venom. Like it wasn't even like Agent Venom anymore. It just turned into Venom, but it just completely consumed like Flash. And, you know, Venom was running rampant throughout the city. And then, you know, finally somehow they were able to calm him and track him down and then get the symbiote off of him. And that ended up happening. But then they also, his next comment, he was talking about the superior suit. I think there was a comic book run as well too with him where he was going against superior suit and then they ended up like clashing together and turning into superior Venom.
That'd be cool.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I think it's crazy that like they're making this and they have like all the other characters that, you know, he's kind of ran in with. Yeah. You know, or most of them in the comic book line, you know.
So which one would you choose out of these two?
That's a good question. It depends on what you're looking. It depends on what you're looking for within the figure. Sure. Because like to me, the superior suit Spider-Man is more of like that sleek, you know, nice like design to the suit, you know, not so minimalistic, but like also, you know, lets the suit speak for the figure itself, rather as this, you know, is very like accessory oriented, and the suit has, you know, a lot of like it's a bigger size figure, you know, compared to the superior suit. So the body's bigger. He has like all these different like military pouches and stuff like that. And his shoulder armor has spikes and stuff like that. So it just depends on what you want. But this is badass. If I had to pick, I would probably, I don't know.
I think I would personally pick this.
I feel
just
like
because it's so different.
Yeah, just because it's different, but if it was me, I would probably pick the superior suit.
Okay. I do wish that they would have done more characters from the Spider-Man 2 game and then more suits as well. Like there are some sick suits from that game. But yeah, I mean, hey, you know, you probably don't want to overdo it because then people, you know, it will sit for a while and but guys, real quick before I continue with the comments, we do have a 5 super chat goal. I usually don't do this because I usually don't ask for money, but this is actually for you. So what I'm going to do is maybe not every episode, but when I do stuff like this, like anytime like the membership money and super chats, that's the money that I use for not only do I use it for StreamYard, which is what I stream on to go live, but I also use it all, like I would say the majority of that money for giveaways. So like I don't use this money for like living or like to buy my figures. I'm not there yet. What I use this money for is if I do those $25 gift card giveaways, or if I do if I t-shirt giveaways, whatever. So what this one is for is we have a new choose to collect, which you can see at the top. I guess it would be your left, and I will show that real quick. So as you can see here, we have different colors and different like we can do it coffee cups, we can do it on hats, and I'll show all that later. But what this is for, if you could put in a super chat, the first 5 people that put in a super chat, actually until I would say even past that, until the time runs out, gets entered to win a t-shirt. And I don't know, I just think that's fun. So if you give like a $2 or $5 super chat, then you get a chance to get a t-shirt that would normally go for like, $18. So yeah, just a little fun. If you want to give a super chat, go for it. If not, I'm not asking you to do it. It's just, again, for your chance to win a t-shirt. If you're not interested, it's all good. But big things are coming with this new, like I like to call it, slogan. So choose to collect, baby. Okay. Let's see. MD Dyson says, I know nothing about this Venom, so easy pass. Makes sense. Mike Litteris saying, what up? What is up, Mike Litteris? I almost gave you the too sweet, but I'll give it to you anyways. Thank you for being part of the Brickyard, and thank you for being here. We got Lul in the house. Brick caught the baby like Martin. That's awesome. I saw that comment come in like a few minutes ago, and I was kind of giggling at that.
Martin's a classic show, man. I love that.
Yes. Clinton Martin saying the tendrils and webs are bendable. Yes, they are. Venom needs a hard reboot. I agree. I really love Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, but there are things that yeah, I get it. Man, love you too, Mike. You know what? I will say it's not for everybody, but out of the Sony movies, they're definitely the best movies. But they're fun. Like I said, they're fun. They're not like, don't take them seriously. Let's see who else we got in the house. We have Miami's Nemesis. What's up, everyone? What is up, Miami? Thank you for being here. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and close that poll real quick. I had a poll, and it's why do you choose to collect? And we have 55% out of 20 votes. We have 55% says nostalgia, 30% it's cool, simple as that. 15% says social connection, and 0% says investing or investment, which is a surprise, I will say. I thought, 1 or 2 people would say investing, but hey, so as you can see, nostalgia is a big deal. So 20 years down the road, your kids are going to collect Venom figures for nostalgia. Just like the prequel trilogy in Star Wars. Everybody gave that shit, and now everybody loves it. So I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to compare Star Wars to the Venom movies. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, next up, let's go ahead and talk about another figure, and that is the Red Hulk. Now, Flavio, you saw this movie?
Yeah.
I saw it too.
Yeah,
what would you rate it?
I mean, like 7.5, 8.
Okay. Dang, that's high. But no, that's your score. It's okay.
I mean, I don't think it was like great, but I don't think it was bad either. Like I give it like a 7.
Oh, don't change it because I said something. I feel bad now.
No, I give it
No.
like a.
See, for me, like I compare every Marvel movie to every Marvel movie, right? And to me, this any movie that's like an 8 and the like phases 1 through 4 or whatever would be like Guardians 2. Okay. Civil War, and a lot of people would give that 9-ish. I would give, I don't know, like I would give Iron Man 2 an 8. So for me, this isn't up there.
Yeah, no
with,
way. That's not like
this isn't up there with like, you can say it's like, I'm not saying you specifically, but you can say it's like an 8 or a 7.5. But then you look at other 7.5 so you gave in the Marvel, like Avengers, the first Avengers movie, I'd give an 8. You know what I mean? Age of Ultron, I would give a 7. Is this as good as Age of Ultron? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think it's as good as that. And I first originally gave this a 7 out of 10, but I think I'm going to give it like a 6.5, and that's not bad. I think a 6.5 is fine. It was a fine movie.
I just enjoyed it. Okay, that's all I could say. I don't know.
I enjoyed
don't even want to give it a rating because it's
right.
It's like off to the side. It's its own thing, kind of in a way. You know, like a little story, a little blip here. You know.
Yep. And it doesn't mean don't go see it in theaters. I would still see this movie in theaters. I think any superhero movie is fun to see in theaters.
Yeah, I like to go to see them all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to spend money, right? Like I saw freaking Madam Web. You saw Madam Web in the theater.
Yeah, I saw
like,
that in
the it's
the
just,
only one that I missed. I think the only one that I missed was
Craven, right?
Craven and Eternals.
I still have not seen Eternals.
And hang on. And like one other thing, but other than that, I've seen like mostly like all Marvel movies in theaters.
Yeah, I missed a couple in theater. Like I didn't see the Marvels or whatever movie. I didn't see the last Ant-Man movie in theaters.
Oh, I didn't see.
I actually did not see Ragnarok in theaters.
I seen that in theaters.
I don't remember what was going on. I think I was moving, like to a new state, and I just missed it in theaters.
He was moving to Alaska.
I moved from Texas to Wisconsin. Totally opposite. But yeah, I don't know. This movie was fun. It was fun. The only thing though, like I talked to you about this before. I think a lot of people, they're talking about like the knees and the joints.
Bro, it's not even the knees, it's the shins.
Yeah. Let's try to find that picture here.
Like it is the knee, but like
like that. Like I don't know. It's just something about that. And it's fine. It's a massive figure. Like that's not a make or break for me. But I think for me personally, what makes this figure hard to buy, and I told you this before, but it's Harrison Ford. Like, I want a Red Hulk, and I love the Hulk. I like the Red Hulk, and I love Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
But to have my only Red Hulk with a Harrison Ford face just looks odd to me, and that's just on a personal level. Does the figure look cool? The figure looks cool. Is it accurate to the movie? Yeah, I mean it's a good sculpt, I think. But it's just from what I heard that like the test screenings or whatever, they didn't really know that Harrison Ford was going to be the Red Hulk, and like people just started laughing because they didn't take it seriously. And so they had to do like reshoots and stuff to like, so you weren't so shocked and it wasn't so random. And I think, and then that's when they started putting a bunch of it in like trailers and stuff. But so I know I'm not the only one in that.
Right.
But I also don't want to to say I'm not buying this figure just because it's Harrison Ford. I want this figure, but it's just, I don't know. What are your initial thoughts, Flavio?
Like, so my thing was when I was watching the movie, I thought it was like good, you know, but I feel like we didn't like get to see him enough, first of all. And then two, like the CGI was kind of like off to me.
Yeah.
Not like, I'm not even talking about the figure, but the CGI like seemed a little bit weird in a way. But I was trying to figure out what it was. He's not as big as like Green Hulk is, you know?
Sure.
So like when he grew up, like as to the Red Hulk, like he was slim big in a way. And I feel like that's kind of like the issue with the figure. Or not an issue, but it's kind of throwing me off, you know? But I think he looks cool. And I don't know, like, if I really like Harrison Ford as Red Hulk either. I don't know. It's just something about it. I kind of wanted the original guy from the earlier movies. I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, me too.
Is it William Hurt? I don't know. Could be wrong.
Where's Geo at in the comments?
Could be wrong. But anyways, yeah, it's a cool figure. And like you could see, like he's like slimmer than him. But he's still a Hulk. And he's got different powers in a way, you know, like I talked to you about that too.
Yep.
But I didn't like the way that the shin, like the way that the joint is there for that compared to the other one, the green one.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Like one goes in and the other one covers the joint.
Right.
And it goes over it. And this one they chose to go in, and you could see like where it bends, and I think that kind of is like what throws it off.
Yeah.
But
no, I agree.
Yeah, he
but
looks
man,
awesome.
I do.
I think the face too. Like I think the head sculpt. I looked at it a second time and looked it over again. The hair looks awesome.
Yeah.
And the detail, you know, I love the way that his, you know, teeth look in the Screaming sculpt, and just that one. I think I will pick this up eventually. I just don't think I'm gonna go right away for it. But eventually, I ultimately want a Green Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, I man, that's the thing too, is I want a Red Hulk on one side and a Green Hulk on the other.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And then have some like other
Gray Hulk.
Yeah, yep. And that could happen.
Yeah.
I just want to have like some Spider-Man figure fighting a Hulk figure, or, you know, doing some cool stuff like that. But real quick, before we continue, I do want to just give a shout out. We're getting a couple of super chats in, guys. We got Mike Litteris with a super chat, $2 super chat, saying, no, they were fun talking about the Venom movies. I didn't mean to crap on it. No, it's fine if you it's okay. But they are fun. They're a lot of fun. I actually like the third one the best. And I think it was because the hype with Noel and just what might happen in the future with that, and then just the connection between Eddie and the symbiote. And that was just that was a lot of fun for me. And yeah, I don't know. It was good. But real quick, just want to give you a quick thank you. So let's go ahead and play the clip, if I can find it.
Thank you. In this time in my life, in this moment.
Boy, this is really overwhelming. Sorry, okay. My voice is also a little gone. Whatever.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. That means a lot. But yeah, this guy right here knows some comics too. He's like a comic dictionary And I've been actually getting some omnibuses, Spider-Man ones specifically, and reading some of it, but mostly just looking at the pictures. I like how they're kind of blowing up a little bit and brighter, and so yeah, just getting into that kind of stuff again, getting into the comics again. I miss it. I
Get some omnibus.
Yeah, they're cool, man. They're cool. Real quick, we got another super chat. Valkyrie Magnus 499. I want the Red Hulk. I will pose him between Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Who wins? Red Hulk, Indiana Jones, or Han Solo? I mean, probably the Red Hulk.
I would probably say the Red
In a
Hulk
fight.
because that's the thing. Like,
But
you know,
Han Solo's got his Millennium Falcon. He can, like,
yeah. But the
I
Red
don't know.
Hulk, the Red Hulk retains his, consciousness, unlike the Green Hulk. So the
Right.
Red Hulk always knows how to figure out how to beat his opponent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, because he studies up on him and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think
Yep.
he's cool. You know, I think he's a cool figure. The one thing that I thought would have been cool too, though, like it might have been like not practical, like it might have been too big or something like that. But like we got that 89 deluxe base, you know. I wish they would have did something where like it was like a piece of the road and they would have put the cherry blossom, like sculpted a cherry blossom in the back or something like that as a base.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been sick.
Yep, that would have been cool.
Because I like when I see the Red Hulk now and I think about the movie, you know, I think about the cherry blossom and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like plastered all over the trailers and everything. You don't even
Yep.
have to see the movie. So
Yep.
it would have been cool to have that as a base.
Or like a
and then-
Captain America shield, like smashed into the base or something. I guess you can kind of do that on your own.
Well, no, it would have been cool if they would have given you the base that I'm talking about, but then you get
Yep. And then you can get the
it's an
cap.
incentive to get the other figure, and there's a
Figure.
slot in the base to put the shield there. if you
Ooh,
want.
yeah. Yep,
You know?
there you go.
That would have
But
been
Valkyrie, thank you for the $5 super chat. Let me go ahead and
Thank you.
I won't play the whole clip. But no, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Let's read some of these other comments real quick, talking about the Red Hulk. Let's see. Clint Martin saying this needs better knees and some actual color on the chest. See, I was actually thinking about the chest hair too. Like the chest hair looks weird. Like it looks, I don't know what it is, but I think Clinton Martin's seeing what I'm saying. The shoulders are whatever and should be seamless in my opinion, but the knees are unforgivable. Head sculpt is really good. See, I'm with that. And I understand that these are toys. I get it. But let's be real. They're $300 to $400 toys.
I think we're
right?
I was gonna say I think we're just a couple years away, you know, from them
Yeah.
doing like a seamless Hulk like that.
Yeah.
That's a way
I think so.
bigger body, you know.
I think so. I think we're getting there. I mean,
But yeah,
we got seamless body or at least knees for this 21 inches of Venom right here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Different material. I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But Madam Web says Clinton Martin Web is terrible. Eternals is better. I actually started watching Eternals. I think it was last weekend. I got like 20 minutes in. I was like, dang, this is actually starting off pretty good.
I can't get into it. Like I was
Like
watching it,
I don't know,
just
like
couldn't.
something to do with like the beach when like that dinosaur thing came up and then the Eternals came in and saved the day, and then it goes into like, I don't know, present time or something. It was actually kind of cool. I got to finish that movie, but there's so much to watch. Last time Miami saying last time I went to the theater was for Endgame. Dang.
Wow, man.
Dang. I mean, I don't blame you. There really hasn't been too much, but like, I guess the movies that I'm glad I didn't miss in theater are like Dune 2, No Way Home. No Way Home was great in theater. I went there opening night, and you don't really get a lot of the cheering these days. Like, I feel like back in the day, cheering happened all the time. Clapping, woohoo, oh my God, you know, like laughter.
That definitely happened during my screening of
And
No
during
Way Home.
No Way Home, that was like the last time I had that. But yeah, those two movies, I would say Dune 2 and No Way Home are the two movies that I can think of right now that I'm glad I did not miss. I guess you could say the Avatar movie too, but
Deadpool 3 too as well.
Deadpool, yeah, Deadpool's another one. Another one. Another good movie that I saw in theater was that last Planet of the Apes movie. That was fun to watch in theater. Let's see. Field of Burn says Madam Web won worst picture at the Razzie Awards. Dang,
I can't believe I paid for those tickets, man.
Dude, I can't either, but at the same time, I went with my my nephew who was like 20 at the time or whatever, and we kind of just went because we knew it was going to be bad, and we just went to have some fun and watch Sydney Sweeney and laugh and see if any cameos came to be. And no, it was fun. It was fun. Clint Martin said, I think Bruce Greenwood would have been a great recast for William Hurt. Yep. Let's see here. Han Solo will just fly away. All right, we have SpongeBob SquareBalls in the house. What is up, man? Thank you for being here. Hey, Brick and Flavio, appreciate you. Clinton Martin saying, talking to Valkyrie Magnus, he's only 68. Ford is 82. I was just thinking of going forward and continuing the character. Plus, he kind of looks like, I agree. I agree.
But he didn't even know he was gonna be the Red Hulk.
Yeah, I
seen a clip of that where he was like pissed that he was like, I don't even know why I'm red. Like he was like, I thought I was gonna be green.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a fine movie, but like you said earlier, it was just without giving anything away. For showing us that much Red Hulk in the trailer, I thought he would have been in the movie more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
like legit though, I wouldn't have even like without spoiling it either too. I just probably wouldn't have even called it a Captain America movie.
Yeah. I hear you.
If you think about it.
Yep.
But I don't want to get into that because I don't want to spoil it for people. Just watch it.
I hear you.
But...
I hear you. Let's see. Clint Martin saying they did a Hellboy red and seamless, but can't do Red Hulk. Really? This feels like Hot Toys is just throwing this out because they have to, but they usually reuse mold sculpts if they can. Yeah, I feel like they could have done something, but
that's all I was gonna say too. I feel like this is somewhat of a reuse of the green, suit that they're or green body that they're comparing it to. There, it's just trimmed. The fat is just trimmed off of it, and certain places it's re-sculpted completely from top to bottom. But like the actual body that they use for it,
yeah.
But other than that, I think it's it's good for what the movie did. In the box office.
Are you buying it though? Are you for sure buying it?
I don't want to be asked those kind of questions like that right now, but I probably will.
Things change, right?
I don't know. That's the only thing. The reason that I am going to or want to is because I want to have a green one.
Yep.
With it, so why not get it? Unless they end up 2.0ing it, but that's like a long time from now. You never know that it won't be Harrison Ford. So at that point, it's like they might not.
Right. Right. We got X-Man Supreme in the house, Brickyard member saying, hey, we have not shown your intro yet, sir. So don't worry. That's coming. That's coming. All right. Let's see here. Everyone just saying hi to X-Man. Okay. So yeah, I think this is a figure that I'm 50-50 on. I do want, like I said, I want a Red Hulk. I think he looks fine.
He's getting it, people.
You know what? I probably will. I haven't been pre-ordering anything though.
Look at that.
I haven't been pre-ordering. Does this guy not come with a base?
Nah. Why do you need a base for? He stands by himself. They're gonna give you the figure. Boom. Like,
bro, because all my figures can stand by themselves, but I'm on the second floor and my shit shakes.
Yeah, but like with these super big bodies like this and figures like that, like they're not gonna give it to you. Thanos, the reason that we got the base with him was because they went over the top and gave you the Planet Titan, background and stuff like that. But even him, I actually have him out, and I don't have him with the base. Like,
See, Clinton gets it. No stand, no shield.
Where is he? He's right
Nothing.
there. He's just standing there without the base. You know?
He's got nothing, man. Let me just say it. This thing comes with jack shit.
You know what it's gonna come with? It's gonna be the body and an extra pair of hands. That's it.
Is this a Hano figure?
No.
Or Hono figure? Because it comes with nothing. This is where I know it. I know it's a hot
toy. With two head sculpts though too.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So that's where they're giving you the trade-off of the base. They're like, yo, here's two head sculpts, rolling eyes in both of them. And I'm not sure if the hair is different on both of the head sculpts.
Yeah. Which sculpt would you use? I think I would use
personally,
the open mouth.
Can you go back to them? Can we see real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
I think me personally, I would do the...
There's a side-by-side one, right?
Yeah, I would do that one, bro. Just because it looks...
You do the open mouth?
But, yeah, but I also like the regular one where his mouth is closed, too. Because he has kind of like a snarl to him, like where his mouth is like, you know?
Yeah. I think I would use the open mouth. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, 380?
390. 390.
Okay. I mean, it's not terrible, but it is up there.
390 out the door. 415. More than that, probably 425.
Okay. So before we talk about the Flash, I want to talk a little bit about our thoughts on this show, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Okay, I want to, guys, we're not going to talk about this long, but I do want everybody to stay in the chat, especially the people that have not seen this show, because I'm telling you, I have talked to many people who I told to go check this show out, and they come back to me and it's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. No, I haven't seen anybody say this show is bad. I haven't heard anybody talk bad about the show since the trailer. So I think everybody who is watching this show, this show is amazing. It's some of the best Spider-Man animated stuff I've seen in years, especially from episodes 3 to the finale. Once you hit episode 3, it just all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, like this thing is it's crazy. One of the best fight scenes I've seen in all Spider-Man animated. I mean, you think, I don't know if you guys have seen what's that show on Prime? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. On Amazon Prime. Invincible. I was wanting to say Infamous for some reason, but yeah, Invincible. You know, think that, but with Spider-Man, with some of these fight scenes, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, we got people saying in the chat, I love this show. The movie canon saying show is definitely good. I enjoyed it. Said MB Dyson. I'm not the biggest Spidey fan. It was fun to binge. Yeah, it's. I just haven't heard anybody say it was like bad. You know what I mean? So like, we've been spoiled with animated TV shows. We got Creature Commandos, which is really good for the DC side. That was on Max. That's getting me more pumped for James Gunn stuff. And then we got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And what kind of bothered me at first was that it was supposed to be canon. It was supposed to be freshman year for Tom Holland Spider-Man, but then they kind of scrapped that. But boy, let me tell you, there is so much stuff in this season, in this show, that relates to the actual MCU and mirrors that. And you know that this is like a legit, this is actually happening in like it's connected somehow. And I think they're gonna pull something pretty big, like without any spoilers. Like there's a, I'll say one, and this is not, I don't think this is a spoiler at all, but there's a picture of I'll just say there's a picture of an event that happened during Civil War. Okay. And Spider-Man is not in that picture. And so it's just like little things like that really get to, like, I think it's the first or second episode. They did a side-by-side on like Instagram everywhere you go, where how he walked into his apartment, and then Norman Osborn is in the apartment, and then they compare it to like when he walked in his apartment during the Spider-Man movie in the MCU, and when Tony Stark was in there talking to Aunt May, like that was like scene for scene. Just really cool stuff like that. I think they also are going to be bringing in a lot more. I think they should. They probably won't, but they should bring in some more Hano figures from this line. Honestly, at least the main suit, the red, like the classic red suit, right? But I like the white suit a lot too. But what do you think of the show, Flavio?
Dude, I think it's a great show. You know, I remember telling you before it even came out, and I was like, I have a good feeling about this show. I think it's gonna be, a good one. I watched the first episode and instantly I was hooked. I was like, dude, this is big. Like, just the way that it was playing out, the way that they lay out the story, the characters, everything is like meticulously crafted in this world.
This has the best Scorpion. This has the best Scorpion I've ever seen.
Yeah. And it has that homey vibe that it's like you don't, as a Spider-Man and Marvel and superhero like fan, you don't have to like try too hard to pick up where the story's going, but then at the same time it gives you enough to where you're like, yo, I can't even believe that happened.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe, and it's great, man. I love the story. I love all the characters.
Yeah, I like how they give all these characters like a story, like an in-depth
it's like
story about their lives.
You know what it reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of like Euphoria in a way, that TV show, like where it was like, or like something where every character plays a part in some way to this bigger story, which that's everything, but they do a really
can you imagine if they
job
bring in Eddie Brock into the show and what his story is going to be like before he turns into Venom?
I believe they can. Dude, and the thing is that they've already have a vast, catalog of characters that have showed up within this first season already. And
like I haven't seen character building in an animated show like this ever.
Yep. And it's more like teenage, young adult, like targeted, like it's, it has like an anime style feel to like a Disney Plus show.
Yep.
In a way for me.
Yeah. Yep.
It's great.
But like,
I can't wait to see
I just, this comment right here gets to me a little bit. So Clint Martin saying, why can't they do live action like this? Or like what's ISTV? You got that? I was saying Into the Spider-Verse, but
like, oh no,
I don't know. Help me out, Clint Martin. Sorry, we're dumb. But I don't get it.
Into the Spider-Verse.
But it is probably Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, so I was right. Okay. But yeah, like we're getting such good animated movies, and don't get me wrong, I liked No Way Home, right? But I think people are kind of mixed when it comes to Homecoming and Far From Home, right? Like either they thought it was okay, or it was or it was good. Like you don't get a consistent like, oh my gosh, it was amazing, like you do with Into the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And where's the good storytelling, not just with Spider-Man, but like in Marvel, period. Right. You know what I mean? But they can do it with. Go ahead. No, you're good.
I was just gonna say, I think me and you were talking about this too a couple days ago. I was saying like, I think what they're trying to do right now is, just really round out Tom Holland's side of the stories, and then they're maybe going to recast or just do like a offshoot, somebody on the big screen, but they're not really ready to tell these stories because what they're doing right now is just something different. But I think there's a possibility to get these or somewhere,
Yeah.
like maybe Disney Plus, like a live action TV show of this, but it's
Yep.
more like Daredevil, kind of like maybe a little
Yeah.
higher budget,
Well,
but
see-
not big screen.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking too, was that I think the good storytelling is coming from Marvel. I think they're putting out Captain America, they're putting out Thunderbolts, and I think both those movies are, well, I already saw Captain America. I thought it was fun. And I think Thunderbolts will be fun too. But I don't think the good stuff is coming until Fantastic Four. And then we get Doomsday. Like, think about that. Then we get Spider-Man 4. Then we get Secret Wars, and who knows what we're getting in between. I think the good stuff is coming, but I think they're pushing out some other stuff partially for like side storytelling and building up some other characters that they're going to put in those movies, such as Daredevil, such as Yelena, you know what I mean? Such as the new Captain America. And it also brings in a little bit of money to help, you know, with those future movies. But I think that those good movies are coming, and it's just going to take time. And I think we're going to start seeing a little bit in this Daredevil show. But yeah, it's amazing. I think the characters, the each episode has a cliffhanger at the end. I'm like, I want some more. And you know, the certain character appearances in the show too is just, it's so cool. It's so cool. Do y'all go over that leak that people are talking about? If you're talking about for season 2 of this show, no, because I don't want to. I guess it's really not a spoiler because that leak, if I'm thinking correctly, never shows up in this season. So I guess like we can say it, but apparently Spider-Gwen is going to be in season 2, which is cool. I know a lot of people are a little worried about that because they don't want too much going on, right? They don't want too many characters to where because everybody loved the first season. They don't want too many Spider-Man. They like just having that one Spider-Man. But what I think Spider-Gwen is going to bring is what we saw at the end. I think what we saw at the end of season 1, and I don't want to say it, but I think she's going to have something to do with something that happened at the end. That makes no sense to people who did not watch the show. But okay. We got KG saying a Doomsday leak. Did this just happen? Is there a Doomsday leak? I gotta look this up?
I thought I heard about that too.
Oh no, I gotta look this up. And what's up?
What's up, KG?
What's up, KG?
I seen what X-Man was talking about though too. He's talking about some concept art that was like leaked about
3 hours ago. Okay.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't.
They had some nice pictures and sketches out there on that.
Okay. I'm afraid to look at it. But okay. Well, that's something I can look at. I'd be fine with that. Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Okay. Dang. Are you excited for that? You excited to see Robert Downey Jr. back? Dude, I cannot wait, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, he was amazing. I think like he was amazing as Iron Man, and not even to like put him in that same like category as that, but I just feel like somehow they're gonna figure out how to make it good. Period.
Yeah. Dude, that's
they're not gonna invest this much money.
Now, do you think that,
you know, a big villain?
Do you think that Peter Parker is truly going? Do you think he's like, when he sees him, do you think he's going to be like Tony Stark? Or do you think he's just going to know
it's not.
He's a different person?
Be like that. I think it's a different person. It's Dr. Doom. It's Dr. Doom.
Right, but do you think he's going to see him as do you think he's going to see that face as Tony Stark?
Oh, you're Tony Stark, but you're Dr. Doom now. Like, no, it's not going to be like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because by that time that Peter Parker and Dr. Doom,
I'm sure they'll make
in a movie. Tom Holland's not going to be Spider-Man.
Okay. What do you mean?
What makes sense to me?
You don't think Tom Holland's going to be Spider-Man?
By the point that they meet as...
Oh. Okay. I mean, that could happen. You never know. He's talking about having kids and stuff, so you never know. We'll
I
see.
don't know. I just don't think it's gonna.
That's
be
a
like
missed
that. I think he's
opportunity, though, if that happens.
It's gonna be the
I
same
think
actor,
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it go either way.
but, he's
But no,
not gonna
guys,
notice him
check
like
out
that.
this
Yeah.
show. Check out this show right here, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. If you haven't yet, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Episode 7 is the best episode.
It's a great show.
It's a great show. It's a great show. Okay, guys, I think it's time for the new segment. We're halfway. Then we're going to talk about some Daredevil, and we're going to talk about that Flash figure. But stay tuned for that. We're going to go into the new segment, Choose to Collect. Let's go ahead and present that intro.
Choose it.
Choose it. Hold up.
Hey guys, choose to collect or just choose to collect. You know, do what you want. Choose to collect!
Hey guys. Choose to collect.
What's up, guys? This Collector Joey here. Make sure you choose to collect.
Friggin' X-Man. No, but I got a little
Yeah, that was
intro from
perfect.
a bunch of people, and I'm waiting for a few others, and I figure, like, you know, each time we do this, we'll put up a different intro. Sometimes we'll show that one again, sometimes we'll get other ones coming, but thank you guys for 1 Adam 12, Field of Burn, X-Man Supreme, and Collector Joey for getting this intro in. And what this segment is going to be about is choosing to collect. Whether you had a bad day and you just chose to buy a figure to get your mind off of stuff, right? You lost your job, you know, maybe something bad happened in life, right? Or you had a great day and you know what, I'm gonna celebrate, or I'm just in a good mood and I'm gonna buy something, right? Or you like we had for the poll, right? We have for nostalgia reasons, for whatever reason you choose to collect. We want to hear about it as a community, and this segment is about you guys. Okay, so I want it to be that each week you guys send me a letter, and let me know in the chat, guys, if we're lagging a little bit. What I want you guys to do is send me a letter or a video or something randomly. I'll put up a thing on Instagram or whatever, and you guys can send it to me for a DM standpoint. And I will choose from those each week. I'll choose one to kind of share with the community, right? So basically it's like a mailbox, and I'll choose to share it. And I just think it's really fun to kind of get those stories of, a time in your life where you chose to collect and why and what that figure means to you and whatnot. So kind of like the segment that we did, What Means the Most, but a little bit more personal to where, that person gets a segment by themselves. And I like what MB Dyson says right here. You don't choose collecting, it chooses you.
That's true. That is very
the
true.
The first time we're doing this, we actually have Mr. Zord Photography, who sent in a little story for us on why he chose to collect. And the figure that he chose to talk about is the Hulkbuster, which is pretty cool because we were just talking about the Red Hulk, right? And let's go ahead and I will read off his story that he gave to me. A figure I chose to collect and had no intention of collecting was the Hulkbuster figure. I knew the figure was older and the price was just out of my reach, but recently, leading up to me picking it, I ended up working overtime more than usual. So I decided to treat myself, and as I was searching, I found a listing for a Hulkbuster way below more than I had expected. So I decided to just pull the trigger and pick it up. With an additional factor to push me to get the Hulkbuster was to also complement my Hulk figure from Age of Ultron line. Before that, I was never a big fan of Iron Man figures in general due to pricing and availability of certain models. But after picking up the Hulkbuster, I gave the Iron Man figures another shot, and since then, I've enjoyed collecting them more than ever. Engineering and quality of the figure is superior. So I like that story, that like he chose because, the Hulkbuster and told us a story that he worked more overtime to get this figure and what it brought to him after he bought the figure. He loved it so much that he went into buying more Iron Man figures. And thank you for that, because this guy puts up some really good photography. As you guys can see here, these are his photos. And I think it's really cool to hear stories like that from people who we kind of look at as, I mean, he's just an amazing photographer, and seeing like his backstory and how he started collecting and you know, stuff like that. But this is a cool little segment. It's quick, it's easy, and it also gets us to talk maybe a little bit about the figure that they chose. So, Flavio, do you have a Hulkbuster?
No, so I actually, when I, you know, first started collecting, it was still around and I was going to pick it up and it blue screened and, you know, I never ended up pulling the trigger. But, you know, I'm really, really hoping that they, you know, announce that it's a 2.0, the one that they showed on display, you know, a while ago, because I want to get one.
Yeah. No, I do too. And for anybody out there that's thinking about buying a figure, I will always just say, choose to collect. Anybody that's having a rough day, if you got the funds for it right now, buying a figure, I don't want to give you guys any, it helps me when I get a figure in. It gets my mind off of things when I collect. And one more thing that I would say is this right here.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Just do it. Choose to collect. Buy that figure you're talking about. If you're asking your friends, hey, should I buy this figure? Yes, go buy it. Buy the dang figure. Have fun and choose to collect. All right, guys. Remember too, we got shirts, we got hats, we got coffee cups, we got mugs, whatever you want to put on. We got stickers. Choose to collect, baby. Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next figure, and that is the Flash. Now, I actually think this figure turned out pretty good, but Flavio, I'm going to let you start with this.
Yeah, so the figure, he actually looks amazing, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think the suit just looks just like a supercar, you know?
Yeah,
like, it's just so like sleek, elegant. It's got that shiny likeness to it, metallic-y colors. Flash, the movie, it was, you know, good for a little bit and not really that good, you know?
yeah.
But it was one of those movies that I enjoyed watching, to see Michael Keaton reprise his role as, you know, 89 Batman.
You think this or the new Captain America movie is better?
The new Captain America movie.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think in certain ways each movie was better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for certain things,
Like
one is better than the
nostalgia reasons. I mean, you get to see, you know, Michael Keaton again. You know, Supergirl, who I absolutely love, was in the movie. And I think this movie was hilarious in good and bad ways, right? So it was a fun movie. But I do think that Captain America was also better than this because of the story. Because actually, I think the Flash actually had a pretty decent story. There was a lot of CGI and stuff that was wrong with it.
They didn't execute it good.
Yeah. And but no, I mean, I really like Anthony Mackie. The only thing that bothered me was that he didn't. I'm not sold on him being Cap yet. But it was still a really good movie. The action scenes were awesome. And I like that it's leading into something bigger. And yeah, I just think both of them are better in certain ways.
Right.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But anyways, this figure, he's cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? I always liked the Flash. I liked the TV show as well too. I know a lot of people aren't really a fan of the actor, you know, because of all the stuff that, you know, he's done and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for this movie, I kind of like set it aside, and, you know, I enjoyed it, you know, like you said. And I just love the way the suit looks, man. Like, I like the other one that Hot Toys has done. He articulates much better than this because he has all the, you know, different panels on his, body versus this being like a full one-piece track-like suit. But the chest lights up, it has kind of like that luminous reflective effect on the suit too for the top, and I just love all the little like squigglies in the suit. It kind of looks kind of like a fingerprint pattern in a way. And the head sculpt doesn't really look bad to me. I think it looks like the actor. I don't think I would display him like that. Like this right here, I would probably have him with the helmet on. You know? But I think for the most part it's a good figure. I don't think I need to pick it up though, even though I have the modern suit,
especially at full price, right?
Yeah, I have the modern suit. I'm still waiting for them to ship that, which is crazy. Man, he's been out for forever. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but
I worry a little bit about the suit though.
It seems like it's gonna crease a lot too.
Dude, this reminds me of the Robin suit.
Yeah,
like that kind of material. You can see it, like when he, his arms are bending and stuff. But dang, it looks good. It looks like they could have done a really good Shazam figure too. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, I actually kind of enjoyed, this actor. I can't think of his name right now. Ezra Miller, right?
Yeah, I think it's Ezra.
I thought he was like okay. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have anything. In this
movie, I thought he was okay. I didn't have no issues with him.
Yeah. But it definitely, my thing with the Snyderverse, whether you want to consider some of these movies Snyderverses or, I mean, you know what I mean? Like this DCEU, these movies weren't consistent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just saying consistent as being good or bad. I'm saying consistent as like, what are they trying? What kind of,
are they trying to tell you?
Yeah, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to be funny in these movies? Are they trying to be serious? Are they trying to be, why is Superman also dark? Batman's supposed to be dark. You know what I mean? Why is what's going on with like this comedic thing with the Flash all of a sudden and Shazam where it's so kid friendly, but then you get Batman who's holding guns. Like what is going on with this universe? Like what is this supposed to be? It just seemed very messy to me. And then it's just too much stuff going on. Right. However, there are a lot of things that I also liked with the universe. But this is a figure that I can easily pass on. But if I see it as like at a good deal, I could see myself also picking it up, like $180 or 80. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I would not think twice about buying that. I would buy this. I wouldn't think twice about it. So, I mean, it's cool. There's just, man, I sound like a broken record. There's just so much good stuff coming out, and I actually probably would use this expression.
That one?
Yeah, bro. Like
I don't know which one I would use.
I think it's because like the parts that I liked was when he was a little kid with his mom. Like those scenes, like
a good story.
And then watching him try to get there, like that. Right. Even though it was kind of goofy and the CGI was bad, like that to me was.
And then wasn't the Reverse Flash in the movie too?
Yeah. Well, like he was there, but he wasn't. Yeah.
Like he wasn't technically like in the.
Yeah, but Clint Martin, I very much dislike this film, and more Superman and Batman cameos, and only one other Flash cameo, and no Grant Gustin. Is it Gustin? I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the CW actor, right?
Yeah, the CW actor. Like that was a good
Yeah, I only saw the first season of that show, and I actually really liked the Arrowverse.
But I really like him as the Flash.
Yeah. But the absolute disrespect, especially since Miller was in the CW show. See, I did not know that Ezra Miller was in the one of the episodes.
Yeah, because
that's interesting.
They crossed him over or some shit like that.
Dang, that's interesting.
In it somehow.
Well, I know they did like where they had like Clark Kent from Smallville, and they did some cool stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't know that Ezra Miller was in there. That's cool. I gotta go check out that episode. But yeah, I've been wanting to watch more of that Flash show. I really like Supergirl. I liked Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow was fire.
I watched the first season of Flash. The only thing that got to me was when they started connecting everything a little bit more. And then I'm like, oh, wait, okay, the Flash is in this episode of Supergirl. Maybe I should watch the Flash now. You know what I mean? Like, it started getting confusing at that point. So, all right. Let's see. Why did Barry vomit when young Barry picked him up, but none of the babies did? You would think they would have spit up. I mean, one was in the microwave, so yeah. I mean,
crazy, very crazy.
I was a big fan of Justice League. Flash is all I need to complete my Justice League. Yeah, I mean, Justice League was fun.
I mean,
especially the Snyder Cut.
Figure, bro. Like,
yeah, no, it's a cool figure. This is a figure that I would.
And like the paint job on
was...
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, when you get this in hand, he's gonna look nuts. Like,
yeah.
Especially if you have a lot of the other characters too.
Yep.
And a running pose is like definitely ideal, but I would have him like museum pose for sure.
Yeah, because the suit's gonna get screwed up.
Yeah.
And that's
like for a second, but not even.
That's what sucks though. Like you
want to pose him.
You
like
want to
that,
pose him, and then you're restricted to. It's
so
like
I'm not even picking him up. Easy.
Yeah. That's why I'd be fine. That's why I would be fine with paying for him at a lower price.
Right.
Because now I have, a lower price statue. Right. You know what I mean? Because I can't pose him.
Yeah, that picture right there is sick.
Like people complain about Spiderman figures sometimes that you can't really pose them because of their suits. Like this is twice as bad as that. Yeah, but
yeah, this material is kind of like, like the shiny parts of a Spider-Man suit.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
Yeah. Real quick, Clinton Martin saying, can anyone tell me why they make a lot of these superhero characters unlike the comic versions? Barry Allen is a stud. Peter Parker wasn't a small nerdy kid. Thank you for saying that Peter Parker wasn't a small nerdy kid. Everybody gave shit to Andrew Garfield because he wasn't nerdy and he was like this cool looking kid. Like that's anyways. I don't know. I agree. And I don't know why they do that. It's like they want to make their own story so they don't have to give all the credit to the comic creators, right? They want to have their own input on some of the stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think Flash is coming back, and I think James Gunn will make a good Flash. So, who do you think could be Flash?
Like Flash Thompson? Or this Flash?
Like the Flash, this Flash. Do you think see my thing is I
don't know.
I think James Gunn is going to use Chris Pratt in the DC universe. Now Chris Pratt's too old for the Flash. I could see him as like but he would be, right? Like his younger version especially. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's some younger actors out there that maybe could be.
Now I could see Chris Pratt still doing it now. Like even.
You think so? Like an older Flash, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, somehow.
Because he's not old. I mean, he can make. Yeah, I don't know, but I think. I mean, there's Booster Gold for him too, though. So, But yeah, I mean, this is a cool looking figure. I don't need it right now. So, man. Okay, we got one more topic to talk about, guys. Make sure to hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully you guys stick around for this conversation because this show is coming out March 4th on Tuesday. I'm excited for this. I have seen the first 2 seasons twice, but I've only seen the 3rd season once. And I love Punisher, but I've only seen halfway through the show. I don't remember why I stopped, but I did. So I'm a little worried. And Flavio, you made me feel a little better when we talked on the phone, but I'm a little worried that I'm not going to know what the hell is going on. Because I didn't finish Punisher. I don't really. I remember some things with season 3, like Bullseye and like some stuff going on there, but I don't know. I feel like I need a recap because it's been so long. It really has. I mean, I think I watched the first season of Daredevil like 9-10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, and then they connected, a lot of that to like other shows that have been on Disney Plus. So it's just, if you've been watching, then you're gonna be good. But I mean, you'll be fine. I'm sure they're gonna do a big recap for the first episode. You know what I mean?
think so. Yeah. What you need to know before the show starts, probably.
Right. So I think you'll be fine. But I'm very excited for this, man. I mean, I think the world of Daredevil, just on TV, on the TV show aspect, Netflix, Disney Plus, wherever you have it, is just, they've been knocking it out the park. Yeah. And Vincent D'Onofrio and oh man, now what's his name? Daredevil.
Matt Murdock. Or the actor.
Yeah, the actor.
The actor. I always forget his name too, man. Like, I don't know. Somebody in the comment will tell us. But
yeah, I feel like they've been killing it. They've been working, very good together, and they're gonna make a very good show. And it's gonna have that dark vibe to it. I think they're gonna kind of push the bar a little bit more, and we're gonna see a lot more of Kingpin's, rage.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see this. Like, I want the show to be out right now.
Yep, dude, and I want this to lead into Spider-Man 4. I want it to lead into Spider. It would make so much sense if this led into Spider-Man 4. Because then you could put Daredevil in that movie. He finally, you know what I mean? Like, he finally gets on the big screen with Spider-Man, and you kind of introduce him to the broader, MCU.
Right.
And instead of just Disney Plus and Netflix. The cool thing about this, though, what I'm really excited for with this season is they have the same fighting choreographer as they did in seasons 1 and 2, and he's also the same guy that did Deadpool and Wolverine. Those fight sequences.
Yeah,
so we're set. I think we're gonna get a good story too. So and I think we're gonna get a lot of figures from this show. I could see us getting 1 or 2 different Daredevils. I could see us finally getting a Kingpin. And I'm excited, man. And to see what they're going to do with Daredevil in the future. We have to see. Maybe not in this show, but we have to see eventually Spider-Man with Daredevil. I have to see that on live action.
Yeah, they probably will do it too.
Dude, the Punisher with Spider-Man, right? Because if I remember correctly, the first time we ever saw Punisher was in a Spider-Man issue. We need Punisher in a Spider-Man movie. It has to happen.
I think it's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah,
they already showed him wasn't in No Way Home.
Yeah, we saw Matt Murdock in No Way Home, so it'd be cool it would be cool to hear at least Spider-Man in the background. I mean, I'm not saying we got to see him, but at least
even just have Peter Parker, not really Spider-Man in the show, but you could see Tom Holland in it, maybe for like a little glimpse or cameo or whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm excited.
So yeah, we need Punisher. We need Punisher and Spider-Man 4.
I don't know how many episodes we're getting, how many seasons of this, but I hope it's a big.
Well, they already got the script for season 2.
Good.
Well, season 2, right? But I think I'm sure it's 8 to 10 episodes. But I think we're getting 3 episodes on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The first 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think I am too, my guy. Like this,
of it. I'm not waiting.
Those hallway fight scenes. Oh my gosh, I think season 2. I think season 2 of Daredevil is the best. Some of the best TV I've ever seen in my life.
Facts. Yo, and then on Wednesday, I'm gonna watch it again.
And on Wednesday, I'm gonna watch it again. Maybe watch a little bit of Wolfpack, but then I'm gonna watch it again.
Facts.
Yep. This is gonna be good. I'm excited, and I am super excited for a figure. They come out with a figure, I'm day one pre-ordering.
Me too.
Day one pre-ordering.
I'm not gonna mess around. I wanted the original one, the Netflix one, like I told you. At that point, it was kind of pricey, and I was just like looking at a lot of other things at that time. Yeah. And the mustard one came out, and I was going to go get it.
Yeah,
and
I was a little
like,
upset that I
it's
missed out
kinda
on
like-
that.
It's kind
I
of
was a little
with the
upset.
head sculpt, so then
Yeah.
I wasn't too upset, but then I still wanted it because I wanted the variant suit. But if they do variant suits from this show, like the black one and all the other ones that we've seen in the little trailer, I'm set.
Yeah.
But I really
Yeah.
want this figure, and I
Yep.
want a Kingpin too.
Yeah, Clinton Martin saying that's what I'm talking about. They had Daredevil cameo and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but didn't need to spend a whole bunch of time explaining him. This is why animated is so good. That was actually a good scene too in that Spider-Man show.
That too, and hey,
But can you imagine something like that happen in Spider-Man 4?
I would
Like you don't
I
even have
would-
to explain anything. We know Daredevil because of the show. Like
would
I
almost-
want him to be a bigger part. Like I want Kingpin to be one of the villains for Spider-Man. I need that to happen.
Right. But I bet you they're gonna do a comic book Daredevil from Hono or something with the DD on his
Yeah.
chest.
X-Man. I definitely know this comic here. I've never read it, but I definitely know of it. And I would show it, but like I don't feel like saving the picture and then sharing it and all that stuff. But no, that's we got to see that happen too. And I think they have the best actors for the Punisher and Kingpin and Daredevil, and I think that's why they're continuing with it because of how successful it was. And just I'm excited. It's gonna be good. Anything else about the show?
I hope we also get a Punisher from this. too.
Yeah,
I hope we also get a Punisher figure, because I wanted that figure as well.
Yep.
But I knew that they were probably gonna make one eventually again, and now he's rocking the actual logo on his chest. So hopefully we get that from this.
Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool, man. They need it. You know what? We could also use like Daredevil and Punisher in a Spider-Man 3 game.
That would be sick.
Add some of that. But yeah, X-Men saying Punisher.
Sorry, go ahead.
Punisher would be great figure to get from this. Have him fighting Wolverine like in the comics.
Nice.
Yep. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I wonder where this show is gonna take to. Like, what is the next show gonna be? Is it gonna be a Punisher titled show? Is it gonna be, are they gonna somehow open up the other characters again, like Luke Cage, because there's always there's those rumors that
That's right.
They're gonna bring that.
Dude, Luke Cage was a good show. I enjoyed that show a lot.
Yeah, me too. I love
Luke Cage was great.
Yeah, and I kind of like Jessica Jones as well too. Like
Jessica Jones was fun. The Iron Fist one was
Didn't watch that, but
man, Luke Cage, that was solid.
Great. That was great.
That was really good.
So
I wonder. Like I said though, for me, I personally hope this leads us right into what might be going on with Spider-Man.
Right. Or you know what would make me content here is that if they moved this to the big screen, if Daredevil got a big screen movie.
Like led into because there is people are saying there's still a mystery movie. Like if they, but
and then Spider-Man appears in Daredevil's movie.
But that would be cool. But if they're already talking about a season 2, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if that could happen. I don't know if that would happen
after this show.
Eventually,
is over,
yeah.
That would be sick.
That would be sick. I mean, it's got the attention. I don't see why not. I think it would make money.
Yeah, he's fire, bro.
Yep. I would love a Jessica Jones figure.
I know he don't see us, but we see you, bro. We see you. Don't worry. You killing it.
Oh man. As you can see at the bottom there, I got the BA like Daredevil, little stuff there. But yeah, it was a good time, man. Good show. We're not quite done yet, guys. I got this. I'll show it one more time. I got him.
He can't even fit it all in screen. That's how big it is.
Look at that. Here we go.
It's huge, man.
It's huge. It's taller than my newborn. Wow. And my newborn was 19 inches. This is almost 21. So I'm excited to
you're gonna do the video on it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna unbox this. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but I'm gonna do it. And yeah, bro, I'm excited. To unbox that thing. Yeah, it's been a while doing the Bugle 6. I got content coming, guys. It's okay. The channel's not dead. I will be back also on Wolfpack Wednesday. Not this week, but time will come where I'm back in on that. I do talk to those guys every day. I just it's hard to do late Wednesday nights when I got a newborn and I got to help out with that in the middle of the night. So that's why I'm doing on a Saturday night. So in case the baby does wake up, and it's early, it's 7:42 here. So, you know, I still got that time to where I'm not exhausted, and then I still got that time to where I can hang out with my other kids. So, but I will get there and we'll pack again. I will get back on Gio's show as well. And man, we got the Oscars tomorrow night. Damn. Speaking of Gio, we got the Oscars tomorrow night. I don't like the Grammys because I think the Grammys is so rigged and it's messed up. The Grammys are weird, man. Like there's some weird people in charge of the Grammys. Right. But like the Oscars, I would say there are certain things that are very like you have to be in cahoots with certain people, I'm sure, but like it's not as bad as the Grammys. And I'm really rooting for Timothée Chalamet to win Best Actor. I haven't seen the movie yet. But I do want him to win. I hope he wins Best Actor just because I've always liked Timothée Chalamet. And man, he would be a great Harry Osborn. Just saying. Yeah, he would. Harry Osborn. He would. That dude would be great. And then have that love triangle between him, Zendaya, and Tom Holland.
Insane.
Bro, think about it. Peter Parker has either Black Cat or Gwen Stacy. They're starting to date. They're starting to whatever. He's moved on with life. He's at college, whatever. And all of a sudden he meets Harry Osborn. Okay. And Harry Osborn and them are friends. And all of a sudden they're like, let's go on a double date or something. In comes Zendaya dating Harry Osborn. Like how crazy would that be? That love. Oh my gosh. Like, that would be.
I feel like it would turn into real life too.
Yeah.
Him and Tom Holland would start beefing or something.
Well, they're already all friends, and like there was like a thing where Timothée Chalamet liked her or something, but they're like all friends now. And then they play in the movie Dune together. Like it would just be such a good like perfect casting. It would be perfect. But again, I also heard that Timothée Chalamet wouldn't do Marvel at this point. Won't do Marvel at this point. Even though I think he tried out for Spiderman back in the day though, and then lost out to Tom Holland. But yeah, real quick, guys, we have the movie canon for 1 whole year. I can't believe it's been a year since I've had a membership. What the heck? That's crazy. Timothy, I still didn't predict him winning. You don't predict him winning? I don't see who could win. Those other, I don't know, man. Like, he's got to win. He's got to win. I think Wicked is going to win a lot of them, though. I think Wicked's going to win like the best song or whatever, the best movie, the best actresses on both ends, supporting and you know, main actress. Wicked's going to win a lot. I think this is the year of Wicked. You know, Brutalist will probably get a couple. But we'll see. We'll see. You know?
I could see Denzel, you know, getting you think something for Gladiator?
No, he's not. I don't think he's nominated. I don't think he got nominated, but he should have been. Should have been. The one that I always thought was Will Smith should have gotten an Oscar for Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah. That is some of the best acting
that was a sad movie
I have ever seen. And that movie is so good. I think him and his son, that would have been perfect. Him and his son. You think about the Smiths all you want nowadays. Like I get it, but like I still like Will Smith, and back then he was like Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like
he was, at that point,
and his son, like you know, everyone's like, oh, his son's so cute, and like looks just like him, and gonna be big one. Like if Will Smith would have won Best Actor and his son somehow, I don't know if there's an age limit, but like if he got supporting actor, like that would have been so cool.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been so cool. Yeah, Phil DeBurn saying rooting for Wicked too. Yep. So Wicked, I actually saw in Broadway. I guess I don't know if it's called Broadway in London, but you guys get the picture. I saw the play in London with my wife. So we saw Phantom of the Opera, which I absolutely love and adore Phantom of the Opera. Like that's that. Like I literally, Flavio, was sitting because I've loved Phantom of the Opera since I was in 8th grade. I was sitting in the theater watching Phantom of the Opera, and I literally teared up 3 times.
Wow.
Like I got so emotional. It just hit me. It was so weird. I was like, thank God the lights are off. Like,
dude, that's awesome though. Like,
bro,
that you,
I got
had
so
that experience
emotional
you,
because
you followed that story for so long, you know?
Yeah, and then I finally got to see it, and I was seeing it in London. You know what I mean? Like I was seeing it in Europe,
big,
and no, that was just so cool, and I loved it so much that a couple days later, when we were still in London, we were like, "What should we do?" Blah blah blah, and it was between Wicked, which I knew a little about at the time, or seeing The Lion King,
right?
In Broadway or whatever. And we chose Wicked because my wife's favorite Disney movie is Lion King. She's like, I don't want it to be ruined by, seeing like people dressed up as lions. And I was like, okay, well, let's see Wicked. So we saw Wicked, bro. That was badass. That was killer.
They say it's a really good show,
dude. And I'm like, I never thought I would like Phantom of the Opera is one thing, but I never thought I would like Broadway outside of Phantom of the Opera. Like I didn't know. And I was like, that's so cool. And then after we watched it, I was like looking up, Wicked stuff, and they're talking about like trying to make a movie, and that was like 7 years ago.
Wow.
And now the movie came out, and it was just cool watching the movie with my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and so far, anyways, it was just a cool little story. Not to get into Wicked too much, but yeah, I'm rooting for Wicked, and Timothée Chalamet. Those are my 2, and I think the guy that directed Dune should have gotten a nomination for that movie. Come on now. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night. X-Men Supreme. I feel bad for Will Smith. I don't know what it is that Jada has on him, but I hope all that works out for him. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff going on in that relationship that it's just unfortunate. Because I still love, I think the best actor of all time is Denzel Washington. Without a doubt, the best. I mean, he has never, ever played in a bad movie. Never played in a bad movie.
He's
ever.
Legit.
And I don't know if it's him or the movies that he chooses or all the above, but he's never played in a bad movie. And Book of Eli's top 10 movies of mine. I love Book of Eli. I think that's my favorite movie of his. John Q. Of course. I was gonna say, of course, Training Day, Equalizer. I mean, oh my gosh, remember the Titans? I might actually like that more than Book of Eli. Remember the Titans is a top 5 movie of mine. So yeah, dude. I can literally I watched that movie so many times as a kid. I know that movie word for word.
It's amazing.
The whole thing. Do. Like when that movie, I can't do it now, but when that movie's on, if you watch it on, I know it. Boom.
Yeah. I feel you.
Oh man, so good.
That's a good movie too.
Dude, it's amazing.
Gets you fired up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Through that brick, through that house. Oh man, no pun intended.
Oh yeah.
No pun intended.
Brick. Yeah, dude, that movie was really, really good. I think I saw that in theater when I was like 11 or 12 years old. Yeah, great. That's when Disney was doing like sports movies, because they did like The Rookie, that baseball movie. Remember the Titans? They did The Miracle, or whatever it was called, the hockey movie. They do good sports movies. They should go back to that. But yeah, remember the Titans, man. Yep, Titans. Remember the Titans was amazing. I don't give a half a rip for anything sports, but I saw that and damn. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You don't even have to like sports. Dude, that's a great film, bro.
It is.
Like all these quotes all these quotes are going through my head right now. Like, yeah, love it. But anyways, guys, Oscars tomorrow night. We got 16 in the house. Before you guys leave, go ahead and hit that like button. New day, new time. It's going to take some time for people to adjust and come on and get used to that 6 o'clock time. If you guys aren't here, now, and you guys watch the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for all the Brickyard members, guys. If you guys do want to choose to collect shirt, if you guys pick one from now until tomorrow, it's only $12. From now until tomorrow, I can get you a choose to collect shirt for $12 plus shipping. $12. After 24 hours, I'll put them up to, you know, $20. But definitely get your chance to get a choose to collect shirt. Spread it out on other live streams that you guys go on, or take pictures on Instagram or something, because we all need to choose to collect. This is what the community is all about.
Collect that.
Choose to collect. And that's all I got to say. Watch the Oscars tomorrow. Get ready for Fantastic Four. Get ready for Superman in July. Get ready for Daredevil on Tuesday. And until next time, instead of keep bricking, choose
to collect.
To collect.